burn myself on the exhaust again. But I'm wearing shorts like a noob. I don't recommend riding these bikes with shorts. These header pipes get really, really hot. Hotter than you think they could humanly get. Fuck me, did I just bang it again? Seems like it's intact. I'm done checking it. I wouldn't recommend buying a bike this age unless you know the owner, you know the condition. Just because there's so many bearings that can be messed up. Now, if they have like all new bearings in it, why not? But the 300EX itself is a really good bike. I just wouldn't recommend buying this year unless you know the bearings and stuff are brand new. Because otherwise, these bearings are pretty old. Like the one front wheel bearing's starting to go. Might not be bad now, but it could be critical in a couple years. I know not even 10 years ago, or the ass end of his quad was rebuilt. So like, I know these things. I know the bike's had its oil changed every year or so, and well, more like now, like every 2 years, but it barely gets ridden. I know the carb's good. I know the spark plug is decent, so this would be a decent bike to buy. But just bikes for this age, there's so much to go wrong with them. But this one, my dad really took good care of his. He done all his own maintenance, reset the valves when they started to go, and it's 23 years old, but it can still do this. How awesome is that? I was like sideways there the whole time, second gear rev limiter, and this bike just, it delivers. It still delivers the power to this day. I'm speechless with this bike. This one in some ways is better, like you don't go deaf after riding it. I love the sound of my FMF, but after like riding at the trails for several days, it does kind of drone on you. It doesn't get annoying per se, but it drones on you. And nighttime strolls, your neighbors are less likely to be pissed at you for riding this down the road. I mean, the sound, it's halfway decent, but kind of missing that grumble. I mean, you guys who watch my videos, you've heard my FMF probably more times than you want to. So you know what I'm talking about there. Really don't have to go into depth, but it's still a good bike. And there's that pinhole in the muffler. Dad wants to rectify that. Get himself a DG. I tell him you need to get an FMF, but he wants to get a DG, whatever. He puts even just a slip one on this. He won't be making as much power because the header pipe is still stock. I don't know if you can see it, but the header pipe has a much more restrictive bend than mine because it's stock. I mean, if he gets a full exhaust on this, he probably should because the header pipe is rusty. Just do it all at once. This bike will be just as fast as mine, and he replaces a few bearings, and he gets new tires on it. The bike will be just as good as mine. But 8 years older. I mean, that's just so nice. I mean, my bike's kind of getting old. It's 15. It's not young. The newest bike out of here is my stepmom's Bayou 250. The one I did the video on last. And that's an 03. And at my mom and stepdad's place, the youngest bike is an 09, which is my stepdad's Polaris. And well, it's a Polaris. It's really not a quad. A Polaris, like here, would be doing to barely make it through. And it's like, oh yeah, but if there's deep mud, it'll get through. Like, yeah, or like it can pull a trailer, so could the bike can pull a trailer. And at the end of the day, the Polaris with its linked brakes can't do, let's not go right here to do it. Can't do. Hold on. That. Just a little hold the brake, gas it, leave trenches. It can't do that. It doesn't handle good enough to do. Doesn't handle good enough to do that kind of stuff. It's not going to be in the top speed unless you get one of those like 800s. Isn't going to be able to touch this. This is just really one of the best bikes money could buy. It's a better value than the 400, but the 400EX and 400X are pretty good bikes too. And so is the 450R. So are the Yamaha Warriors, but the 300EX, I mean, it's a good minaway bike. It's very fast if you live in the woods. It's not the fastest thing out there, but it handles really good. It has the power. It's not horrible on gas. It's cheap, easy to maintain. Doesn't take up too much space. And, you know, electric start, go to headlight, got reverse. These are just really cool bikes. And the brakes, I didn't crash, so the brakes are decent. Does it take too many RPMs to make that happen? Anyway, guys, let you guys see it walk around style. This is the 1993 300EX, and I love this bike. I still do to this very day. I mean, I love my 01 more because it's mine and it's more powerful, but really great bike. If you guys are thinking about getting a good sport quad, get a 300EX. And Dad, if you're watching this, your bike is running primo. Oh, it's a shadesmoto, and I'll see you guys next video. This will take me forever to upload this video.